What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Tuesday, May 30th, 2023. How's everybody doing? Getting your week kicked off, back to work and all that crap. Maybe you took an extra vacation day, make a 4-dayer out of it, maybe 5. That's a good deal. Hope you liked the video breakdown of Kyle's throws yesterday. Let me know what you think. Hit me in the comments, and we'll see what we can do going forward. Videos of highlights and breakdowns are always fun, right? So today, so I know last week we talked defense. We talked about Buckeyes being a top 5 defense and continuing to improve. A lot of us are, feeling good about that possibility. But how is this Buckeye defense going to improve in year 2 of Jim Knowles at the helm on the defensive side of the ball? The head coach of the defense, Ryan Day likes to call him. So let's talk about it. Specific things. And this is from him. These are his thoughts, what he said, and Ryan Day as well. So let's get into it. How are we going to improve this defense, make it a top 5 defense in year 2? Thankfully, we actually have a year 2 with the same staff, and we've actually improved the staff a bit by bringing in Laurinaitis. So Jim Knowles talked all season about how he's okay with 5 explosive plays per game. Yeah, well, Ryan Day's not all right with that, especially when the 5 explosive plays go for like 70 yards, and 6 points, and hear the other team's band firing up. That's not fun. So forget that 5 explosive plays bullshit. None is what we're aiming for. None plays. So in year 2, Jim Knowles says that he doesn't think sweeping schematic changes are the answer. He thinks implementing more of the scheme. So he didn't implement the entire Jim Knowles package last year. That sounded weird. He didn't implement the package. No, strike that from the record. Anyway, he was more about making the right calls in the moment, i.e. maybe not a 0 blitz on 3rd and 16. Just a thought. Fixing technical errors made by players at key moments. Part of those issues were on players in key moments. We don't need to list them out here. Those are the things that keep him up at night. The calls, and then the details, the poor technique by the players that either was not coached into them or they just had a missed assignment. And those are big no-nos. In year 1, he wanted to gain the players' trust. He wanted to make sure he made that connection with everybody on the defense. Now he believes he can push harder on individual players, and so he can push them. If he was holding back last year, he doesn't intend to in 2023. He can use that connection that he's made with the players and hone down on those details and techniques. Again, you're going to hear details and techniques a lot in this show. They have enough film now on every player in every defensive play to teach to. So proper techniques, and they can show where they gave up a big play on 2 different plays. So like on one play, they played it properly. Then on the big play, which was the exact same call, they blew it. So they can teach to that. Here you made it the good play, and here you made the wrong play. So you got video evidence, and that really helps for everybody, us as fans and the players more than anything, right? So he has these visual reference points to draw upon with the players, and the entire staff talked with each player individually, in their position groups and stuff. So he can pull their plays on video, talk about their strengths and weaknesses. So after year 1, with the guys coming back, they can do what they do best, and you can figure out what they do best. He tried some new things in the spring, but it was most important to instill airtight technique, understanding of the fundamentals, and avoid those costly errors. He said that experimentation is approximately 25% of spring ball, and the rest, the other 75%, is getting better at base techniques. So fundamentals, whether it's in the defense, how to play this particular play, all the details and techniques. Because the players want to be coached. They want to be taught. They go to the coaches and say, okay, coach, you told me I did this wrong. So how are you going to make me better? Teach me the proper technique or the proper detail. What should I have done on this play that you're telling me I did poorly? And I mean, it's just like anybody else. If somebody says, like your boss tells you, you fucked up on this spreadsheet on your TPS reports, well, tell me how to fix it, or tell me what needs to be done differently. Otherwise you're just pointing out problems all day. Be a part of the solution. Tell me how I fucked it up, and then tell me how it needs to be fixed if I don't know. Right. So it makes sense. But so the staff can show the explosive plays to the players and show them how we're going to fix that. So, okay, Lathan Ransom, you got burnt by A.D. Mitchell in the Peach Bowl. You were lined up on the slot. He was in the slot. They schemed us up pretty good. Jim Knowles might not say that, but I would. They schemed us up. I had you in the slot. You shouldn't have been there, but regardless, maybe take better technique, flip those hips and just run with the guy. Try and stay in his back pocket. Don't get roasted and trip over your fucking feet. I'm just spitballing here. I could be wrong. I could be way off base. But so not necessarily the call or getting all creative with the scheme. I know everybody wants to poke at the scheme and say, no, we should change the scheme again. It's not the answer. Proper technique, the details, the devil is in the details, the saying goes. That's where we got to get better as a team, especially on defense. Those big plays are details, the techniques. So Cam Martinez comes to mind as well, against Michigan. And just yesterday, we were watching the Kyle McCord video from the spring game. For some reason, Cam Martinez is covering freaking Marvin Harrison Jr. That's a win for the offense, don't you think? Jesus. So, yeah. So the point of this episode really is talking about Jim Knowles is going to make this team better, this defense better, by focusing on these techniques. Those should I can't say will, but those should erase those explosive plays that we've seen. And I think we're going to see a much improved, hopefully top 5 defense. I want to do an episode soon about the PFF defensive numbers, because there are some eye-popping things in there from last year, and it kind of reflects what he's talking about here. So hone down on those techniques as coaches and players, and let's learn from last year and make this a top 5 defense. So that's all I got for you today. Hey, don't forget, become a TBC friend, join the membership community on YouTube. It's easy to sign up. Just click the join button right there underneath the video. I think it's right down there. Click the join button and you're instantly in there. We're talking recruiting. Got recruiting live stream coming up. I'm posting recruiting notes to the message board every day. So check it out. And if you go to the community tab, you'll see posts that I put out there in the past. I'll keep adding more content to that, so we can kind of create that, and you can reply and post more shit and stuff like that. So check it out. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.